All right, next up I've got the goblet squat. So you're gonna be feet shoulder width apart. You wanna make sure that you unlock your hips first. So from a side view, it's gonna go hips back, down, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, explode up to the top, squeezing those glutes, driving that floor away. Down, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, up, nice and fast. Down, 2, 3, on your way down and in the holding position, you wanna make sure those knees are not collapsing. And again, squeezing those glutes at the top. From a front view, again, shoulder width, unlock those hips, going back, nice tight core, hold. Don't let those knees sink in like I'm showing you now. Press them out, squeeze the glutes up. Next, we've got the single arm banded row. So I'm gonna create tension in the band here. Nice long arm. I wanna make sure that my shoulders are not elevated. So I'm tucking them down into my pockets. I'm using my lat muscle here. So I'm gonna use this offhand to make sure that that muscle is firing. I'm gonna pull in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. I'm under tension that whole time. Notice I'm pulling that band back below my sports bra line, not up high. Keeping that shoulder down. And I would do both arms here. For more resistance, you're gonna back up a little bit farther. Next up, we've got the Cossack squat. So you're gonna go nice and wide, hinge here. We're going side to side. And you wanna think about those eyes being at the same level all the way through. Notice that my knee is not going outside of my foot and my knee is not over my toe. Okay, I'm staying nice and safe, working into those glutes as well as those inner thighs. Next, we've got rear delt fly. So when we think about flies, we think about nice and long. Okay, our rear delt fly, we're gonna shorten those arms and we're just pulling up into that field goal position. With a nice squeeze at the top. All right, for the glute march, banded march, we're gonna find some space, band around our feet, up on those laces. You're gonna make sure you've got a little bit of tension at the bottom so that our abductors are working, those outside muscles in our glutes. They're firing from the get-go. From here, you're gonna stabilize that core and you're going to march. Nice and slow. Don't wanna be out of control here. And I'm keeping tension at the bottom when I raise those knees for banded march. Second exercise here is gonna be a Superman, down on the ground. First thing I wanna go ahead and do here is push through my core, through my breath, away from the floor with my abs. So I'm pushing away from the floor with these belly muscles right here. Second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna contract my glutes. So butts and guts are turned on, and then I'm gonna elevate my hands and my legs, squeezing the back side of my body. So here it is. Core, butt, up, hold for 2, down. Core, butt, down. Core, butt, down. All right, so here I'm gonna be doing the rear foot elevated split squat. So what you're thinking about is finding enough space between you and the box where you can place that back leg off the ground. All right, I've got weights in both sides of my hands here. What I'm thinking about is going down in almost like a lunge, but I'm keeping my shin nice and vertical. I'm gonna go 3 seconds down, 2, 3, and I'm gonna push through my heel of that front foot to get back up, squeezing my butt at the top. I'm gonna do on that side and this side. Nice and tight core, so you're stable. You want to try not to lean forward as much as you want to just go straight down and up. You want that knee to be at 90 and behind that front toe. Next up, I'm going to do some shoulder injury prevention exercises. First, I've got my eye. I'm going to place my head down on the mat, and I'm only lifting those shoulders and my hands off the ground for a small movement. Next up, I've got the drop squat to a hold. So I'm just gonna elevate my feet. I'm not jumping, but I'm just gonna drop, plant, send those hips back. Weight is even in my foot. My knees are driven apart. And I hold for 3 seconds, and go again. Here we're working on the proper way to land during those high impact exercises. We're cushioning in those joints and strengthening those muscles in our glutes, our knees, and our ankles. Try to keep your eyes forward. Here we've got a band pull apart. There's a couple ways we can do this. Long arms, elbows extended. I've got a single side of my band, but I can also do this with both sides of my band for more resistance. I can go diagonal. Both sides. Again, long arms, elbows are locked, squeezing those shoulders.